Hey guys, so we are officially halfway through the season already, and yeah, I mean, it's great. It's what I say in like every single episode. Uh, but in the last episode, they had the dance, which I think Wednesday stepped out of her comfort zone in that episode, for sure. And she's got her two male love interests fighting for, I guess, to be her boyfriend or something. Uh, and they both got jealous in this last episode. I don't know. But it was cool. I really liked her dance moves because it was so different. It reminded me of a lot of what's happening in this show is actually reminding me of Beetlejuice. So, like, the dance moves really reminded me of Beetlejuice, and then the monster face thing looks like a monster from Beetlejuice. So, it's very much a vibe that I'm getting. I know it's Tim Burton, so like Tim Burton, a lot of his stuff, they're kind of like dark and creepy, and then you find connections with all of like whatever Tim Burton's stuff is. Um, so yeah. And then also a sad thing that happened in the last episode is we lost Eugene. Eugene died. I didn't think he was going to end up dying. But he did. Well, I mean, we don't know that. Actually, we don't know that for sure. It looked like he was dead, but his eyes were like doing this weird like blinky thingy. And Miss Thornhill showed up right after Wednesday showed up. So I don't know. I still think she could be a possibility for the monster. I think Tyler could be a possibility for the monster. It's definitely someone who wants to protect Wednesday. I just think if it was Miss Thornhill, I don't know why she would attack Eugene. But I mean, you never know. I don't know. Maybe whoever the monster is, maybe they can't control whoever they end up attacking, and then that's like the whole thing. But except for Wednesday, so I don't know. But anyway, yeah, the last episode, one of the best. I think so far the best episode was the first one, and then the last one was like right up there with it, or right below it. But anyway, if you want to check out this episode or any of the others completely unedited or get early access for the next ones, please feel free to check out my Patreon and the link in the description below. But yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this episode.
32 years ago.
Is this Weems? Looks like Weems. I'm sure it is. Same hair, same outfit.
Possibly a fish. I don't know what to say, Gomez. Seeing you in handcuffs, accused of murder.
I'm turned on.
I've never loved you more.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
All right, that's enough, Adams.
I like how all of the titles have "woe" in it at some point.
Fret not, my plum neck Cupid. I'm sure she's dying to see us.
Their love is so disgusting. I can't. Like, in all of the Addams Family, everything, their love is just disgusting. I don't know how to like. It's so sweet. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? Not in a bad way, disgusting, but like, it's just like. It's like you see your own parents, and then it's like, ew, gross. Like, I don't want to see that. Like, that's the same, like, reaction that I have.
But I'm happy to report that Eugene is on the mend and is expected
Oh,
to make
yay!
full
Okay, I'm glad he didn't die.
So let's focus on the positive
Well,
and make this parents'
you never
weekend
know
our
with this
very
freaking
best
show.
yet.
How are you, my little rain cloud?
I thought Thing was filling you in on my every move. I uncovered your feeble subterfuge almost immediately.
So how's the little fella doing? Does he still have all his fingers?
My picture's gone.
Really? Well, that is odd.
I mean, it's clearly ripped
This
out.
for the weekend. That way, Gomez and I can take a little walk down memory lane.
All
Like,
right,
see?
let's get down to the matter at hand, shall we? Dr. Kimbert and I have spoken, and we both agree it would be most beneficial for you all to attend a family session this weekend.
Oh.
No.
Oh, come on. What can it hurt? I mean, to be honest, I've always been a big fan of head shrinking.
It's not that kind of head shrinking.
I was gonna
Michelle.
say, he might think literally
Well.
head shrinking.
That is disappointing.
At least they care enough about Wednesday to go to therapy with her.
Tyler, come on, please. We've been through this. I'm not comfortable dredging up the family past with some complete stranger.
You think it's easy for me to sit there and talk about my
I
crap?
was gonna say he goes through the same shit.
Right now, bud.
You know Reggie, the local coroner? He just blew his brains out.
What? The one that was gonna go on the honeymoon for like what, like 4 weeks straight or whatever?
Nothing like a good stretch to bring out the best in each other.
Querida mía.
Stop it. See, it makes like everyone uncomfortable, like their love, like, ugh.
Thanks for the candy. Actually, that's potpourri. Why don't you take the bowl?
Of course he's been eating potpourri. They look like dried fruit, like dried apples or something. See, it looks like dried apple, and it's got the little hole in it too. I'm sure that's probably what they actually are.
And if I refuse?
Then everybody here's gonna know how you sirened your way into Nevermore.
I finally make something of myself and you want to destroy it.
You haven't made squat.
What would have been so wrong about her sirening to get into
You're
Nevermore?
just scamming a higher class of people, but
They
they're
all
not
do
your
shit.
friends.
Didn't mean to startle you, dear. You must be Wednesday. Eugene's moms, Sue and
Aw,
Janet.
he's got two moms.
We're all he could talk about lately.
Mhm.
I'm so happy you joined the Hummers.
Guilty about an old case. Says he covered it up, faked the coroner's report, and has been living with that guilt for all these years.
What case?
Garrett Bates?
Yeah, I was gonna say, of
Garrett
course,
Gates,
the
you gotta be
Gomez
kidding me.
Adams
You heard of it?
case.
I've been waiting 30 years to put away his murderer.
Looks nasty. Why do they still have it up? I figured they would take it down and try to redo it or something. Is it that Garrett guy? She's gonna go put a rose on his grave or whatever. I think that's what that says. Can't read it from that far back.
Are you gonna make me ask?
Ajax and I haven't defined our relationship yet.
I'm not talking about
The wolfing out
Have
thing.
you wolfed out yet?
Mm-hmm.
How can I help you, Sheriff?
You're under arrest for the murder of Garrett Gates. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will
Almost
be used
pissed.
against you in a court of law.
So was
I
it
saw the
self-defense?
sword, my survival instinct kicked in.
I mean, I would say so. I mean, he kind of ran into his sword,
It
though.
was a terrible accident.
Perhaps my father's exactly what he says.
Thank you for being so honest with me.
Is that the full truth, though?
What happened to them?
His mother hung herself in the backyard. His father drank himself to an early grave, and even his little sister didn't escape. She was orphaned, sent overseas, ended up drowning. Every last one of them's gone.
Did she? Either that or it's Miss Thornhill, because she's the only one that we don't really know a background to yet. That would explain, like, her stuff.
Was howling at the moon in no time, as it should be. Don't you want to wolf out and finally be normal, honey?
Oh. That's fucked up.
Hello, Wednesday. So you're a nightshade. That didn't take long.
Actually, I
She rejected
them.
I was gonna say, she rejected
I
it.
was a member.
I'll never live up to your legacy here.
I know why you've come here, Wednesday. So go on, ask.
Father didn't kill Garrett Gates, did he?
She did.
No.
Morticia did. I knew he was. Oh,
By the
God.
time I made it up the stairs, I'll never forget the way he looked at me. He was even foaming at the mouth.
Was he a beast, though? Like, literally?
This reminds me of when you got your first grave-digging kid. You were so happy you nearly smiled.
Are you sure you don't want to join?
No, that's okay, darling.
Guess it's gonna be an Addams family reunion in lockup tonight. You're both under arrest.
Get comfortable. You can post bail
Ew,
in the
gross.
morning.
They're making out in the background.
Not even the long arm of the law could keep us apart.
At least we'll have one last night.
Yes.
I've seen jackals with more self-control than you two.
You look even more ravishing as an innocent woman.
For once, could you two get off of each other and focus?
Oh.
Wednesday.
Well, now her mom
Did
knows.
you have a vision?
Mm-hmm. About the visions.
What happened? That blue sheen is a telltale sign of nightshade poisoning.
But you already knew that, didn't you? Because back when you were sheriff, you were in charge of the case and covered it up.
Garrett went there that night to spike the punch and kill all the kids at that dance.
So he knows.
Confessed the whole thing to me in a drunken stupor. It was his idea.
Men like you have no idea what it feels like not to be believed.
What do you want?
Obviously, Gomez Adams out.
All charges dropped.
You were very impressive in there.
See, they're definitely
When did your
a
visions
lot
begin?
more alike than they think.
Given my disposition, my visions tend to be positive. That makes me a dove.
And for someone like me,
The
who sees the
opposite.
world through a darker lens,
You're a raven. Goody was a witch of great strength. But her vengeance pushed her too far, and even she couldn't save herself.
Well, that's not good. I'm telling you, I think it's Thornhill. Or the therapist. The therapist is also blonde, so.
Well, at least we can't say Parents' Weekend wasn't a nail biter.
I knew you didn't have what it takes to be a murderer.
As much as that stings. Gracias, my little death trap. Mwah.
I'll give Catherine Zeta-Jones this. She plays a great Morticia.
I did witness Roan getting murdered that night.
Excuse me.
When Roan appeared the next morning, it was you. You see, when you participated in the talent show with my mother, not only did you impersonate Judy Garland,
You were
You
Judy
became her.
Garland.
you're a shapeshifter.
I did what I needed to do to shield the school from controversy and protect its students from harm.
Tell that to Eugene.
Mm,
How are you protecting him?
true. God, that's a freaking show. Like, they honestly, and they chose the best actors for, like, these characters. Just, I mean, every single one of them, to be honest. You know, just Catherine. I like Catherine Zeta-Jones. I've always liked Catherine Zeta-Jones. I think that she plays a perfect Morticia. She really does. And Jenna Ortega plays a perfect Wednesday, and just Gwendolyn plays a perfect. Well, we've never known Principal Weems before this show, but like she's just a phenomenal actress. And oh god, okay, so this episode, it was great. I'm glad that we got more. I'm glad we got more Gomez and Morticia, because I mean it's the Addams family, you know, but like their love is just so sickeningly like ugh, like just. But I get that's their whole shtick. That's their whole thing. But it's just funny because I think I wouldn't say like it makes every person like you know, whatever, cringe. But God, their love is so, that's like the perfect word for it, I think, is cringe. But anyway, if you want to check out this episode completely unedited or get early access for the next one, please feel free to check out my Patreon and the link in the description below. And if you will for me, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next episode.